Hi, in this video we'll give a very quick introduction into the Andiamo Places app. There'll be other videos that go into more detail, so I'll try to make this quick so that it won't be too long. So when you first launch Andiamo Places app, you'll see the home screen, which is this screen here, which has user customizable HTML. So this is HTML, and one of the benefits of using HTML for certain things like content is you can zoom in and out. And it's also HTML is something that a lot of people understand, so they can easily customize using HTML. So let's go over the major points. So in a guide, you have places, and the places then are located shown on a map, and then you have a schedule where you can decide which places to visit when. So you can create a schedule or an itinerary. Here you can see the itinerary in HTML format. So it's one page, easier to see, with links to the places for further information. All right, now some of the other things that are important to know is, okay, let's go to the home screen again. So we have as I said, a lot of the content is in HTML. The user can create his own HTML content. The way it's organized is you have chapters, which are, think of them as folders, and then within the chapters you have sections, so subfolders, and then each of these have HTML. So for example, this is an HTML content, which is a map with an area and some places, and then a list. So this is created with HTML, but don't get scared when I say HTML, because you don't have to know HTML to create this. You basically just click on a few buttons and it creates it automatically for you. Now you can, if you know HTML, you can go beyond that, but you don't have to. So let's go back to other important concepts. We have groups and categories. So groups and categories are the way we categorize or group places based on some thing common with them. So for example, you can create a group which is an area, let's say downtown, could be an area. And then in the downtown area you have Italian restaurants. So you can then say, show me all of the downtown Italian restaurants, and by adding groups and categories, that's how that's achievable. So you can add or delete groups. The app starts with some default groups. You can change the icons that are used, and here we have a list of icons that can be used. Again, categories is very similar. Think of it as categories can be thought of as a subgroup from groups. Let's see, other important concepts. Well, let's go to the guide itself. So obviously you can search for guides. So if you create a guide and share it, then you'll be able to search for guides that other people have created, and then use those guides as long as they've shared them. Now they can be shared as read-only, which means you can read them, but you cannot make a copy of it or modify it in any way. They can be copy access, which means you still can't modify the original version, but you can make your own copy and modify it. Or they can be modifiable, and that's useful for collaboration, which we'll get into in another video. So you can create a new guide. You can copy a guide if you have the rights to copy it. Overwriting a guide is one method of collaboration that we use currently. So for example, you would create a copy of the guide, make changes, then overwrite the original copy. You can rate the guide, and you can upload images and get guide info. So I want to keep this short, so I think that covers it. And again, other videos will go into more detail.